Hi there. So in this video I would like to show you how to use HTML5 notification API to enable desktop notifications within your Electron applications. Electron is bridging all those HTML5 notification API calls to the native desktop notification APIs. So on macOS you will have a seamless integration in the OS X notification system, and the same applies for Windows and for various Linux operation systems. Okay, so in the past videos we've already created a small Electron application wrapping Angular's website to have a kind of native application representing the Angular.io website. If you haven't seen those videos, go and check them right on my channel. And we are going to make some changes to the code base right now. So first of all, we are going to add a few files that will actually form or represent our new fancy application. We use those files just to have an entry point where we could write down our notification API stuff. Okay, so let's get started. First, let's add a new folder right into the sources folder and call it renderer. And within that we would like to have an index.html with some basic HTML right here. It's our Electron desktop notification sample, and we just want to have an hi from Electron and a button, type button, name button, yeah, that's okay, and say on click we would like to execute a function called do notify me. That's all for our index. Let's add a script and call it app.js. And let's put in our function do notify right here. Okay, so HTML5 notification API offers a really simple API, but first of all we always have to ask the user to get the permission to integrate with his system, no matter if the system is in our case a desktop system or if you're using the HTML5 notification API within your website. You always have to ask for the permission to actually call in and present a notification to the user. So there is the notification object which exposes a request permission method. So this method is a JavaScript promise, and we could wait for the response of the user. Result, which is just a string that says, hey, user denied your application from presenting notifications, or he granted the access to let those notifications pop up in from this dedicated domain. Okay, so in this example we don't care about taking a deeper look into the result. So we take it as given that the user accepts or granted the permissions. So creating new notification is really simple. We just need to create a new instance of notification, and let's say it's my notification equals new notification. And the notification object takes one parameter, which is the title of the notification. So let's say my first, or let's say Electron notification. And besides that, it takes an object where we could pass in multiple or more fine granular options, how the notification should be presented to the user, which capabilities should the user have, or how would we respond to the user actually clicking or dismissing the notification. But for now, let's add some simple body. Let's say, hi, this native HTML5 Okay, this is a native HTML5 notification, and besides that we would like to include an icon. So icon, you could as an icon you could pass in every image source as a URL. It could also be a local image that you've packaged with your Electron application, so you don't need to have an internet connection to send those desktop notifications. An additional hint regarding the body: so you could specify any kind of text, but it's being truncated after 256 bytes. So in the case you provide a longer body like 256 bytes, the notification system will automatically, truncate the text and provide only the first the first 256 bytes. Okay, but let's add an image for now. HTTP placekitten.com/g, let's say 300 300. Okay, so that's it. There's nothing more we need to do. We have to, of course, reference our script right here. Let's say we have a script tag, which has the source, and the source is app.js. That's okay. And let's close the script tag. Good. So our application is done. Let's hook it up with our Electron main process. So the Electron main process right now is loading the page from angular.io. We have to change this, of course, because we would like to use it from the current directory, and let's say it's in renderer/index.html. And in the first or in the second video we integrated the menu, and there we have a reload functionality. So we have to update the reload functionality also to reload the page we've just created inside of renderer. Okay, so that's it. Let's give it a try. Let's use our build script we created. Let's say build OSX. Go to the terminal. And let's increase the font size a bit. Shrink down, and let's say npm run build OSX. And let's start our Angular application. Okay, so here's our Electron application. So let's try to get a desktop notification, hit notify me, and sorry, you don't see the demand for the permissions on my system because I've already created a bunch of Electron applications using desktop notifications, and so I've already accepted those for that particular URL. Okay, but once again, let's hit the notify me button. You see I could swipe it as I can swipe every native or any notification from another native application, and in addition to that, those notifications sum up in the OSX notification center, and the same applies for Windows and for OS X. Cool. I hope you enjoyed it and wish you fun with creating native desktop integrations in Electron.